Suzanne, you ready for our first visit to the pub?
Yeah.
Sit out in the garden and get...
Sit outside, yeah.
Your idea, this, not mine. I'm quite surprised that you said, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, we've been here before and we actually like it because it's
We
right
really like it.
next to the canal. This is it.
Is there cooking?
Car park seems quite empty and the tables seem quite empty as well. Oh dear, don't tell me we've driven all the way over here and it's not even open. Well, there's cars there, so maybe that's staff. There's people out here. Well, that was unfortunate. We've just driven all the way over to the A5 here, and it's not open until the end of next week. So now where?
Where were we going originally?
Well, this is St Crispin's Retail Village, which is all part of the old St Crispin's Mental Illness Hospital, and part of it is now a chip shop, so that's what we're going to have. Well, here they are. Suzanne will be eagerly awaiting the fish and chips, or she's having just chips with a sausage and some curry sauce. You ready for this?
Oh, is it ready?
I said you'd be eagerly awaiting this, so they'll be thinking that's all we do, eat fish and chips. What are the chips like, Suzanne?
Yeah, very nice.
With a lovely view, look at that. And the M1 motorway is just over the top of that little hill.
Would you go in somewhere to eat?
Well, I know you didn't want to, this is fine.
No, but would you? That's what I mean.
Not inside, no. Right, Suzanne, shall we go and have a look at these motorhomes?
Yeah, let's.
So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow.
Really, really, really don't need any more garden lights. You're a noisy little bird, aren't you? Right, so we're looking for some more bird seed, wild bird seed.
Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs. Look at one behind that. Look at them guinea pigs. Look, he's crawling upside down. He's crawling upside down.
There's one hiding in there as well.
Right, we're going. They're the rats. Who wants a mouse? Not me. Huh?
I can see you.
Mouse? Ooh. It sounds like me though. Yeah. It sounds...
I don't pretend to be an expert on these, Suzanne, but been shown round a few of them on YouTube. What does it say though? Do not enter this site if you feel unwell or have symptoms. All right, okay. You feel all right?
like to have a look around?
Yeah.
How long are you staying for?
Well, we just want to have a look at the places you've got down around the rivers, you know, your vans and things.
Yeah, so how long are you staying for?
Half an hour. Well, how long it takes just to drive and have a look?
Because normally I would have to charge you to come in, which is £5.
Right.
If you're only staying half an hour, I'll let you in.
Ah, thank you.
So would you fancy a static in a place like this, Suzanne?
I don't know. What, as a holiday home?
Yeah, not
Just-
to live.
Oh, yeah, because some people do
I
live
know they do.
here.
But I think it's got. I know somebody that lives here, but
I know you do.
But it's got restrictions, I think, where you, for one of the months or maybe 2 of the months of the year, you have to move off.
Right.
We always used to come every year to the Land Rover show and stay here, but that's not here anymore, unfortunately. But around by the river, there's some lovely plots.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like to be in somewhere like this.
No, well, these are all pretty recent because none of these were here when we used to come till a couple of years ago for the Land Rover show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was all open space. You know, part of the Land Rover show when it was
yeah.
here, the biggest Land Rover show in the country, this was.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrows, what for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness, a sound. It all seems so harmless. A silver light. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning light. Far away until.
Right, Suzanne and I had intended to go and have a look at some motorhomes just across the way from here, but something we didn't take into consideration was the fact that you need an appointment.
Yeah, because they sanitise.
Things aren't that much back to normal, and it makes sense as well because they were sanitising the vehicles. Ordinarily you could go there, I've been there in the past, and you could just walk around all of them. So you'll have to watch this space. But just across the road, as I said, is this place, which is Billin Aquadrome, which is for camping, for caravans, motorhomes, and of course all the statics that you've seen. And yeah, it can be a nice little place for a short break. And we used to come here quite a lot, me and some friends, for the Land Rover show. It used to be the biggest Land Rover show in the country here, over a 4-day period. But for the last 2 years they haven't held it here because they've just seemed to have packed the place with these static homes, static caravan type things.
We used to come here when the children were young.
We did, yeah. We live about 15 miles or so from here, and yeah, we used to come over here with the children. But I don't think, I mean, if I was going to go for either, I wouldn't want something that was stuck in the same place.
No. It's nice to just think, oh right, we'll go here today, or
Yeah.
we'll do this or that.
Well, we don't even, if we do get a motorhome, we don't really want one for going away on
Holidays.
long holidays or anything. We just, you know, overnight, maybe 2 nights, maybe once a year, an odd large trip around Scotland or something. But and we don't even really want a large motorhome. There are some lovely little 2-berths, and that's what I was hoping to get to show Susanna around a little bit more. But we'll do it soon. even if we have to make an appointment. The only problem with that is you're not sure what you want to look at, are you?
No, that's right. And what, you make an appointment and they just take you round
yeah.
one or two.
And the guy there, he did offer to get somebody, but we would only be able to look round one. And of course, we haven't sort of investigated enough to know exactly what we would go for if we do. But we're kind of coming round to the idea of maybe, just so that even for a day out somewhere, at least we've got a cup of tea with us and
a loo
and have a kip, for long days out. So
have a kip?
Yeah, well, you're not doing the driving, are you? If it was a long day, you got back in the camper van, in the motorhome, I'm not saying that's what you'd use it, but it's there, isn't it? You could say, right, before I drive that 200, 300 miles home, I'm going to have a little nap. But I might just have a cup of tea before that, and even use the toilet. I might take a shower, and it's all there, isn't it? Anyway, we'll save that for another day.